This is Umar for BoxNation. I'm joined by future heavyweight sensation, Moses Itauma. I always try and change the introduction up, but it's getting harder and harder.
What did you introduce me as?
Future heavyweight sensation.
It never gets old, does it?
Well, Francis, your manager on TalkSport this week, said the face of boxing, period, one day. So
Soon. I haven't obviously proved it yet, but that's why I'm getting in the ring and trying to prove that to people. Obviously, I'm not there yet, but slowly and steadily I will be.
Moses, we're here at your call. Charlie Ickford just got a win.
Yeah.
Glad to see that. Sam Noakes still to get into action. Luke McCormack as well. A lot of people you know and are close to doing well here tonight.
Yeah, obviously, obviously I train with Luke now. I used to train with Charlie. Josh Frank I'm also trained with. So, like I said, every time I come to your call, it's either someone that I grew up with or someone that I know. They end up boxing. Obviously, I'll always come to support the guys. They come to support me, and it's just always love.
100%. And you've boxed here. All the greats have boxed here as well. This is a different kind of place. You don't get any other your calls. It's very hot in there for one, whatever time of the month it is.
So I was quite happy when you said let's do the interview outside because it's stupidly hot in there. Do you know what? I wasn't too fussed about boxing at the York Hall, and then my S&C coach was like, "You got to box at York Hall. You've got to box at York Hall. You've got to tick it off." And I was like, "You know what? You're right." So I'm here, and I'm probably here like every other week now, innit?
100%. Are you glad the way so early on in your professional career you've been out to Riyadh, you've done the O2, you've done your call, like you're covering a lot of bases early on?
No, do you know what? I went to watch the Olympics the other in boxing. The Olympic boxing was it like 3-4 weeks ago?
In Paris, yeah.
And and I was like, shit, this is nice. I was like, this would have been good to go there, but then I remember like Saudi Arabia, like the 2 times I went out there, even for training, I was like, nah, do you know what? I made the right decision.
Turning over this quick.
Yeah, 100%.
How close were you to staying on in the amateurs?
It wasn't really close, to be fair.
Well, you're not.
No, I was always in my last fight as an amateur. I remember walking out to box in a final of the Worlds, and I was like, this just isn't it. I was kind of getting bored of it, and then I was like, I need the tank to like switch it up a little bit, and obviously I did, and now I'm here talking to you in front of the York Hall, so you know.
Right, Moses, there was a lot of noise around you last week because it came to the public's knowledge that you and your team had potentially discussed a fight with Joseph Parker and you'd welcome that next. So
you know what? I'll welcome the fight with everybody, haven't I, really? I've called out everyone's name. So it's because like my manager always goes to me, is like, we're struggling to get you fights, and like I know I'm tired and everybody else is tired of me fighting like people that haven't really got a name. Obviously Marius Wack did have a bit of his name, but that's the only fight that I'm really kind of happy with. And obviously I just want to make more names like that onto my resume. And yeah, so we called out literally everybody, just hoping to get a fight, if I'll be honest. But we're looking at a few names now and trying to solidify that for Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
A big name anyway.
Okay. Well, Joseph Parker is a big name, and the fact that you'd welcome that next, I don't know if it's realistic, but the fact that you'd welcome that next.
No, obviously, it's a fight that my team presented to me, and I said to my team, like, obviously I'd fight anyone really. Like it's not one fight I'd really duck with. I like Joe though. He's a nice fella, and you know, I don't really want to say too much on the camera, but you know, I'm trying my best to make a bigger fight happen.
But I guess the point that you and your team are making, whether it's Francis, whether it's Frank and yourself and Ben Davison and that setup, is that level, if the opportunity did come, you jump into.
Yeah, 100%. Like anyone really, like just anyone that's got a ranking higher above me, I'd happily fight them. Even like not too far below. But you know, like I said, I just want to be in entertaining fights.
You're a freak situation though, because there are people early on in their career, this early, who would call out world level guys, but those guys are like your Lomachenkos, your Usyks, people who've had 300 amateur fights and they need the big fight straight away. You haven't had that Olympic background, those 200 amateur fights.
Yeah, bro, do you know what it is? Yeah, you just got to take it in my aspect. I've got to wake up every day, go for a run, spar 10 rounds, do bag circuits, lift weights. I need motivation for that. I'm not gonna get motivated if it's not against somebody that, you know, poses a threat. And that's what I mean. I just wanna be that guy, innit?
I'm sure it will come soon. What do you think about Frazer Clarke and Fabio Wardley getting back in there?
It's a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, I'm trained the same gym as Fabio, and I'm seeing this Brian, and he's looking good. He's looking good. I am picking those sides. I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I don't know who's gonna win, but I think may the best man.
I spoke to Frazer Clarke in the week, and I said to him, after you knocked out Marius Wack, your promoter Frank Warren was very. What are you looking at?
Sorry.
I'm going to reveal what you're looking at.
Shit, call it 4K, innit? Call it literally while the camera's on me.
It's right. This camera's only going this way, so you're good. Frank Warren was very vocal about Frazer Clarke, and I said, look, what are your thoughts on Moses' team calling your name for that fight? And he was like, yeah, look, I get it. I rate Moses a lot. I respect him. He's coming through. But why didn't you call Fabio's name? But then I said to him, well, they do train at the same gym. But his point was like, why is it you're calling my name and no one else's, essentially?
That's an interesting question. I don't really know, you know. Obviously, I've trained at the same gym as him, and that's not a question he should be asking me though. Like I remember when I was at a press conference in Saudi Arabia, and I was sat next to Makhmedov in the press conference, and I asked him, I said, bro, would I be able to come to Canada and do some sparring with you? He was like, bro, why do you want to spar me? I was like, why not you? Do you get what I mean? Like that, like what kind of attitude is that? Like, obviously I get it with Frazer, but why not him? Do you get what I mean? Like, if he's asking the wrong question, if anyone called me, I'd be game to fight them, 100%. I wouldn't say why me. Do you know what I mean?
Well, he was like, oh, there's a load of other British heavyweights, but you're calling my name.
Did I not call him out?
Yes, Solomon Dakers.
Solomon, I said the winner of Solomon, Fabio, Solomon and
David
and Adelaide. I said the winner of Clarke and Wardley. I said loads of British heavyweights. You get what I mean? So it's not just him. I feel like he's feeling a bit of pressure from me, but you know, like I said, I like Frazer. I think he's a nice fellow. Just business, isn't it?
But it's coming to that point soon, whether it's, you know,
I have to step up.
Early next year, mid next year. You British heavyweights all in this scene. Yeah, you're gonna have to cross paths. Otherwise, you're just gonna jump straight into world level.
There you go. You got Johnny Fisher in there as well. Listen, it's exciting times for British boxing. It actually is, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
What have you thought of Johnny's answers?
Sorry. Actually, not be a part of it. I'm happy to take over.
What have you thought of Johnny's answers when he's been asked about yourself?
I don't know. I don't watch other people's stuff. I always grind them on.
Just said it's got to make sense for him, essentially.
Of course. But you, like I heard, yeah. Someone was saying that Johnny Fisher, when I asked the question about me, it's like, if it's the money right or something. And then when it's someone else, it's like, yeah, 100%. Well, I ain't got a clue. But listen, I'm happy to take a less of a, you know, credibility or purse or whatever, just if that could propel me to the bigger fight. Do you get what I mean? I'm happy to sacrifice one fight if that makes me one step closer to my goal. And that's what these people don't really understand. Like, I just love fighting, you know. And I just wanna get to the top as quick as possible and stay at the top. That's just how it is, really.
Of course. Last question before
Am I a bad person for being that?
No, of course not.
Or even saying that I want to achieve that?
What, to have ambition? I don't think that makes you a bad person.
There you go.
Last question before I let you go. Obviously, quickly approaching Joshua Dubois 2 weeks away. When you sparred Daniel, what was the one takeaway you had where you thought, that surprised me in a good way?
His jab. His jab is so underrated. And he's got a good chin as well, I can't lie. Yeah, he's got a good chin. Like, you think, obviously, I know he's been down, is it 2 times his career or 3 times?
Narena dropped him a couple of times, but his leg went. Yeah, Joyce and Usyk wore him down though.
Exactly. He's never actually been, sparked though, do you know what I mean? So, you can say he's got a good chin.
But Joshua's got that different power.
Joshua's got different power.
Should be an interesting one.
Very
sure you'll be there
ringside. I
ringside.
want to be there. Hopefully I'm there. I will be there.
Nice one, Moses, yeah? God bless.
Appreciate it.